Hey everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of the Cougarlicious Clubhouse, where we feature women who stand in their own power, celebrates the divine diva, and enjoys a little eye candy. And do we have a wonderful show for you today? We have the founder, Miss Debra Isaacs, and her associate, Barbara Jo Batterman. Yes, and they're going to be coming with us from USHAKEABLE.org. And USHAKEABLE was founded by Debra Isaacs, and it's a local nonprofit which began in 2016 with a mission in Las Vegas to guide women recovering from various types of trauma, and they help survivors of human trafficking, domestic and sexual violence, addiction, and homelessness. And it's going to be a terrific show, so stay tuned. And you're just going to love it. But as for me, well, as you know, I'm one of those retired ranting baby boomers who refuses to get old. Oh, you know I refuse to get old. And, you know, but dating is a nightmare. I mean, let's face it. If dating at my age isn't a comedy, I don't know what is. I mean, I was dating this one guy who was a clown. He couldn't even keep up with my act.
Delicious, in my power I rise with every step I take. I light up the skies, celebrating me. I'm a star shining bright, enjoying all the eye candy under the moonlight. Oh, cool, delicious, watch me take my stand, moving to the beat. Come and take my hand.
Yeah. We are getting ready to get into some very interesting, and exciting, and wonderful topics with USHAKEABLE.org. But before we get started, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Linder Health Skincare. Yes, Linder Health, it's like healthcare for your skin. I've been using it for years and I just love it. Yes, I mean, I'm actually 95. See how young it keeps me. Now, if you go to linderhealth.com/Donna and order some product, you can get a free gift. It's just like saying, you know, Donna sent me. And again, I want to thank everybody who is subscribing to the channel. You keep this channel going. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe, and it doesn't cost anything. Just hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss an episode like today's episode, which is super, super important. I'm absolutely thrilled and honored to have Debra Isaacs and Barbara Jo Batterman. Yes, I love it. Barbara Jo, you are a makeup artist. Yes, you're fabulous. You're just fabulous. Yeah. And Debra Isaacs, the founder of USHAKEABLE.org.
Yeah.
Yep, that's who you are.
That's who I am.
You know, you have a really fascinating background. You have a really interesting story. I know you founded USHAKEABLE in 2016.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, how did that come about? I mean, it's really, I think it's just fascinating.
Fascinating or crazy is what I tell people. I was working in video production in Las Vegas, and I had an idea to do a documentary on a court program for the City of Las Vegas Municipal Court called WIN Court, Women in Need of Change. And I tell people I went in there thinking I'd be the next Mark Burnett, and I walked out knowing I needed to change the women's story.
Wow. And was there something was there an incident that compelled you to that? Is this some type of observation that you had, or?
Yeah, I always say that the women started sharing their experience, and though my experiences growing up didn't look like theirs, the one thing they did share was how they felt. And that was something I could identify immediately. You know, the women just share that they just didn't love themselves, they didn't like themselves, they didn't feel like they belonged in a lot of places. And I think a lot of women, have that experience, whether it's walking into a boardroom or a meeting, and I felt like, hey, I felt like that, my friends have felt like that, and what can I do? Mm-hmm. To help these women change their lives.
And you had really no background in this kind of organizational structure in terms of nonprofit or development, right?
Yes,
I mean, you were in...
right. I think I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want to find my passion. I want to find your passion. And I believe that your passion and purpose will find you. And I think that day, hearing the women's stories and understanding that their recovery from substance use or the lifestyle, I felt was only a part of the journey, and that the biggest part of the journey was changing their financial independence.
That's right.
And changing their economics would ultimately change their future for long term. And I say this all the time, the one thing my dad taught me how to do was work. And, I was like, hey, I know how to work. I'll teach you how to work.
I think that's one of the things that the three of us share, because we're all from the East Coast.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And we all
Yeah.
have had that kind of like drilled into us.
Yeah.
If you want something, you go and you work for it.
You work for it.
You work and you get it. And
We
that's
don't
it.
come from that spoiled background of,
Yeah.
Right,
here,
right.
take this.
Yeah,
No.
right. Nobody was hovering over us.
Right.
No, for sure.
You have an idea, go for it, And that, I think, is so special and so unique and so wonderful that you really wanted to share that aspect, of your upbringing and share it with these women. What type of age group did you observe, or do you work with? I mean, I would imagine it kind of spans.
Yeah, in the beginning it was 18 and up. And this year we'll be expanding to what we're calling the next gen IM. And that will be ages like 12 to 17. But originally it's women 18 and up.
Yeah, 12 to 17, that's a very good age, because that's a really formative age as well. I think, once you get to 18, you've had all these other experiences that can kind of like deter your growth. So I think at 12 years old, that's a really good starting point.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about your programs and how this all come together, because I know Barbara Jo is more than just an associate with you. She is a key in terms of the volunteers for the
volunteering
organizations.
is incredible. And when Debbie started this organization 10 years ago, I always supported her in her thoughts. And to see how far it's come in 10 years I love that I'm a part of it. I feel very honored.
And how did you two know each other?
Back to production.
Back to production.
Back to production.
Barbara Jo, we were on a shoot, and Barbara Jo was unloading her gear, and I was standing there, and I think she said, "Hey, hon," and I answered, and she's like, "You from New York?" And I was like, "Yes." And I tell people we started talking like 17 years ago and haven't stopped. So
That's
we
fabulous.
just bonded from day one.
Yeah.
And then as I saw her go through these changes from production, and then gave up jobs that they created for her, and let's say Caesars or wherever the last job was, she said, "No, I really need to spend my time, like USHAKEABLE needs my time." And I really put her on the pedestal for that. Because you obviously financially you give up to be able to give back.
Right.
And I've seen her do this and push ahead the whole time. And it makes me really proud to be part of the organization and to support her as well.
Well, I'm very proud just to
Thank
have
you.
you here.
Oh, thank you.
We're happy to be
Thank you.
here.
We're
I
happy to
really
be
am.
here.
Yeah, because I really do admire, women like yourselves who go out there and blaze those trails and do this. Who came up with the name Unshakable?
I have to credit my sister-in-law.
Okay.
I wanted Unbreakable, but that was taken, and so I was at my brother and sister-in-law's house, and she started brainstorming, and Unshakable was born.
That's great.
Yeah.
And tell me about your programs. I know that you have educational programs for one.
I would say, well, first I want to say, because your show is Cougarlicious and it's about women's empowerment, I think women need, whether you call it a friend or your tribe, people like a Barbara Jo standing in your corner, especially when you come up with a crazy idea and you're like, hey, I think I want to do this. And somebody can see that light, or that, just that focus and says, yeah, I think you should, or supports you at, because when we first started, it was can we make payroll? And we're going to be able to pay this person? And
And is this primarily through donations or grants, or how do you?
yeah, private donation, corporate donations, some government grants, and yeah, so that's how we're funded. You know, we never charge our clients. We don't bill their insurance. And the program that we offer is called Empower to Employ, and it starts with our IM series. And that is 8 to 10 interactive workshops that teach the women business acculturation, life skills for adults. So I tell people I'm not going to teach you how to diaper your kid, and financial literacy, and also helping to build self-esteem. And that's the first part, and that's where Barbara Jo really shines and helps, and has recruited more people than I can count. Like if you're in Trader Joe's, she's going to talk to you about it.
I think I just like to talk.
Yeah, I just like to talk, and you
Right,
have,
is there
and you
anything
have a
wrong with
mission,
that?
and you have a purpose.
Yes, and from working, I mean, I've been working since I was 13, and I'm still working. And as I've grown through the decades, I realized when I really didn't have the time to give back, that now I'm in a position where I can make that time.
Right.
And I don't think I'm supposed to feel so good, but it feels so good to be able to give to these women. And many are very broken, and they need to start from today and help them to move on and look in the mirror and find something they love about themselves, and how to start their day. And then with the I Am series, we also teach them how to go for a job interview, how they present themselves. You can't go with crazy hair, you can't go with big jewelry, you can't be that overpowering, and be able to look at somebody in the eye when you're interviewing and don't look all
And be
over.
confident.
Yes,
Have that confidence
Yes.
to say, I can do this job, regardless
And-
of what it is.
and
Regardless
I
of what the
always
job
give
is.
them a lot of credit because they're sitting in this room today, so they're looking for a better life.
Right.
And we're here to support them.
And how do they find you? How do they?
Well, that's a Debbie
process-
thing.
We partner with, all the nonprofits you've heard of. So Safe Nest and Safe House and West Care. And so we bring our Empower to Employ program to these partners and really help them develop a workforce development program, if they don't have the ability to have one for themselves.
And you also have, because I visited your center, and you also have like a little boutique area where the
Call it
gals
our
could.
career closet. So we will take, we accept donations of business attire, and it's accessible to our clients, 5 days a week, anytime they want to come in, and
So if people have clothing that they would like to donate, how do they do that?
Yeah, you can go to unshakable.org and fill out the information sheet. And, again, it's business attire and, cleaned.
Yes.
So
Yeah, good jackets.
good
and-
jackets,
yes.
pants, right?
Yeah, because we also teach them in the I Am series about how to wear your clothes and how to present yourself when you're
Right.
going for a job, and how to really research the culture of where you're going, and if they're used to. And I mean, a lot of these women are wearing sweats, and because this is what they either left home with or that's what they have. So the boutique part really helps them. And even by just showing them, you can wear a blazer and you can switch off the, whether it's
Right.
slacks or it's a skirt, or, you can mix and match, and
Right.
how to really get the most out of your clothing when they don't have really the money to go purchase it or whatever.
And it is so important,
Because
especially-
it's funny,
yeah.
because people look at you and they get that image of you within, what is it, 7 seconds?
7 seconds.
Right. So it's really important that they know, and also comfortable with their body image. So many of them are so beat down mentally, I believe, that it just gives them maybe a different way to look at themselves and say, okay, and accept your body image. If you have, if you have a flat butt or you have a big stomach or whatever it may be, you learn how to dress
Right.
for that.
In accordance to your body type.
Exactly.
And God knows I've gone through many body types in my life.
Welcome aboard.
Haven't we all?
And still.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that body. Hold up, it's
Exactly.
size 5.
Like, oh, I thought I didn't look good. I thought I looked good then. Well, maybe not.
Yeah. Or I didn't. I think I look good, and then I look at it and I go, "Oh my God!"
Right, I really look good. What
That's
was I
pretty good.
thinking?
Yeah, what's wrong with me? Yeah, this type of thing. Do you have any? I would imagine, since you've been doing this for a while, do you have any great success stories with your clients?
Probably too many to count. Though Barbara Jo shares like a story, like she was at the Fontainebleau, and I love when these kind of things happen where we'll be walking through a casino or somewhere and somebody be like, "Do you remember me? I was in the I Am series
wonderful.
and you helped me and now I'm working,
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so
The things that we think are important every day, whether it's a bad hair day or whatever, it's really so minor in these women's eyes of being able to work and support themselves. And I mean, I've seen Debbie, she's on the phone 24/7. If someone has a problem in the middle of the night, she picks up and she deals with it. And I really admire her for that. And it's not just getting them a job, it's getting them a career.
Right.
So we asked, like, what would you, if you could choose your career, what would you do today?
Yeah, you're putting them on a new path of life is what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're just basically taking them off of one destructive road and putting them on to some type of constructive
Yes.
design and all of that. Because that my background is in education as well. And that's what I always find very rewarding, with students. Certainly I have not worked with students. Well, I've worked with some students who've had some problems, but then when you see them years later and, they're contributing members of society and they have families and they have these wonderful successes, you just feel so good just being a part of that progress.
You made the difference in their life.
Sure. This past year we've helped clients, deliver healthy babies, and we didn't deliver them, but they had healthy babies, and the heart of USHAKEABLE is Lauren, who works there every day, is our program coordinator. She was pregnant, and we put everybody on the what to expect when you're expecting, and they did a book study together.
Wow.
And we brought clients in and taught them how to diaper their kids, so there was an exception. But we walked with a young woman from homelessness of many years, probably 6 or 7 years. And at 23, we watched her get engaged, have a baby, and, get her own apartment and continue to work, and helped her, and helped Constance through her employment and kept her employment while she was pregnant and has now returned back to work. So, those are some of the stories. And Daniela, who we met, is starting UNLV at the School of Hospitality, so no easy task there. And so, for every Daniela and Constance, there's a Sylvia and a Janetta.
And do you have special events that feature or celebrate these gals for their
We have the
achievements?
fundraisers, but they're not usually involved with that. That's basically more to raise money to support them in what their path is.
Yeah, we do some activities every couple of months. Like most recently, we held "Don't Date a Jerk," or as we say, "Don't date a."
That could be on any topic, right?
It was really don't
We all
date
need that.
It was like "Don't date a recovery jerk," and it really had to do with like boundaries and really helping the women understand that they matter, and they're valued, and they need to bring somebody in, have somebody in their life that sees that same thing. We're working with a friend of mine and Barbara Jo's, Song, the goddess, is doing a
Foundation and Loving Yourself makeup.
Loving Yourself makeup,
Yes.
where they'll make
How
their
nice.
own they'll build their own makeup foundation from scratch.
But the program that she has is very unique, and she is a goddess.
She is a goddess.
She's the goddess.
As she should be.
Shout out to Song.
Right. And then there's like a little thing that you get with a sponge, and it's like a little crown, and everybody feels special. And that's really a very important part of it. And to know, a lot of women don't know how to do their makeup, or they just did what they did 20 years ago and it just doesn't work anymore. So it's really getting your foundation straight, and it's basically like the canvas.
I love it.
And,
I love
it's
it.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's your next event? What's your next fundraising event that you have coming up?
Well, this is Barbara Jo's favorite event. It's the most horrible horror movie ever event.
Which it is.
It's based on a movie that I produced way back when. And we really titled it after like a no good, horrible, bad day. But the movie, it'll be at the Beverly. It is October 23rd.
Okay.
So after Labor Day, if you go to our website, the information will be there. But October 23rd at the Beverly from 6 to 8:30. We're fortunate this year that the Tao Group is sponsoring the food and beverage, so it should be a lot of fun. Beauty in Essex, Lavo, and Tao. So
Well, if
yeah,
you'd like,
come see
send
us.
me the information as well, and I'll post it on my website
Sure.
too.
Yeah,
I'd love to
absolutely.
do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for you, and do that. Oh my God, look at this. We're we're starting to run out of time.
Wow. That was quick.
So you have this. I know it just goes by really fast,
Yeah, it's
especially when you
crazy.
have engaging conversation like this. So we have the Beverly, the movie, and then do you have another gala that comes up after that? Or?
That's our big end of year.
The movie.
The movie.
The movie thing is,
And
okay.
then in the spring we hold our summer fundraiser. So
Summer fun.
summer
Raiser.
fundraiser.
Okay, so there's two major fundraisers.
Two
that
major
you have.
fundraisers,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
And it's fun. It is fun.
Oh yeah, no, and like I
So
said,
we're not big
I hope
gala
that you keep
people.
me-
We're sort of small and intimate. Get to know us.
Right. It's a lot more casual than.
So people on your staff, people who are in the programs, teaching the programs and developing, they're all volunteers. But what walks of life do they come from?
Well, there's my staff, which is myself and 4 full-time employees that are not volunteers, and they are our career coaches and our program coordinator, and then our faculty volunteers, which lead the workshops at the IM series. Those are volunteers. So if you feel like you have a knack for interview skills, or you're understand marketing and brand marketing. If you're a style expert like Barbara Jo, if you know how to cook, like we'll take that. So, or financial literacy. So
Well, I could do a whole course on leftovers. What to do with your leftovers?
I'm gonna
could
take that
I
course.
could make more meals out of a leftover. My friends just crack up. What are we having tonight? Well, we're having this and that. How'd you get that? Well, it's left over from. Oh goodness. So I just got off track here for a second. So you got that, and I was just thinking in terms of, well, you know that I would like to be involved. So
Sure.
That's where you're definitely going to see me knocking on your
Yes.
door. So if people want to find out about Unshakable, you have your website,
Yeah.
unshakable.org. Okay, where they can send donations, they can contribute, they can fill out forms, and they could contribute to your boutique. Find out more about the classes. Oh, this is what I was going to ask you. Do you seek out, when you get them prepared for job opportunities, do you seek out the job opportunities, or is it up to them do they bring it to you?
Yeah,
do you
our
have
career
connections?
coaches. Yeah, obviously, we're looking for small, medium businesses in Las Vegas. So if you're looking to hire, reach out. But our career coaches work with our clients daily to figure out what it is you want to do, what is it you don't want to do. Like, I need to know what job you absolutely hated as well, and then we call employers. And so together, we're helping them apply for jobs. Of course, they do some on their own, but we're preparing their resume and then interview practice.
That's fantastic.
And all those things.
That's incredible. Yeah, so you're making the connections all the way along the line. So it's not just like you're taking classes and giving them a jacket and saying go out and do it. You
Right.
basically have a full integrated system
Correct.
that helps guide these women.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think that's
And
fabulous.
always looking for other avenues, I would say, for as far as careers go and that kind of thing. And I would say because a lot of these women maybe didn't have that, and now they have that opportunity, that you want to follow through with them.
Right.
And not only make sure they stay on track, but they know that you're there for them.
Right.
If you, would take 2 steps forward, 3 back.
You're solid.
And then,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now
Oh, my.
we are running out of time, ladies. I just want to I really want to thank you so much for stopping by. First of all, it's really
thank
such
you.
a
Thank
pleasure
you
to
for having
have you
us.
on. Debra
Thank you.
Isaacs and Barbara Jo Batterman. I got that right.
Right, you
Yeah,
did.
that's
right.
Barbara Jo
Congratulations.
Batterman.
I know.
That's a mouthful. Really, such a pleasure to have you. Everybody out there, unshakable.org, go to their website, find out how you can get involved. It will change your life as well. I would like to, again, bring back our sponsor, Linder Health Skincare, and thank them for their sponsorship on this show. And we do have sponsorship opportunities opening up because we keep growing every single week. So if you're interested, just go onto the website and contact me at cougarlicious.com. cougar-licious.com. You'll find everything on that website, okay? And I also want to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Like I said, we're growing every single week, so just hit that subscribe button and you won't miss an episode. And I also would like to make an announcement that I am going to be making September unshakable.org month. And what that means is a few things. Yes, we have our online store on cougarlicious.com. As you can see, we have an online store that has got wine glasses. You see the gold coffee cups that we're drinking from. We have T-shirts and crop tops. And we have panties and tote bags, and we have all kinds of other things. So as a contribution to Unshakable, 10% of the proceeds throughout the month of September will be donated to unshakable.org.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you very
So
much.
just
That's
get on
nice.
there and order some product and help Unshakable. That's one way that you can do it. Another way you can do it is, and this just came up, I am going to be featured in a TV production for comics. It's called the Spotlight Stand Up, and we're looking for TV audience members, and just again, you can go online, you can go on to cougarlicious.com, you can find out all about the event. It's on September 27th, and tickets are $55, but with the promo code of Donna, the tickets will be $50, okay? And that includes drinks, it includes snacks, it has free parking, and the event starts at 7 o'clock. It's 7 to 9. And I would like to offer to Unshakable, I will donate $2 from every ticket sold, okay, for that event. So go to the portal that's on my website, use the promo code Donna, and every ticket that's sold through that portal, I'll donate $2 to Unshakable.
Wow, thank
so,
you so
I mean, my
much.
goal
Very
is to at
nice.
least get 100 tickets sold.
Yeah, great.
So,
Wow.
I
Where
want
is
to
the
contribute.
event taking place?
The event is you'll find the address on the website,
Okay.
but it is in a large industrial production studio, and it's Radiant TV. And they're basically shooting a special with all these comedians, and they're going to be cutting shows from that. And I just found out I'm in the lineup for that
Wonderful.
night. Yeah, so I'm really
Congratulations.
excited about that. Yeah, yay! Oh yeah, I have a clapper too here somewhere. I don't know how that goes. I don't know. It's just
That's cute.
high tech stuff. Okay. But anyway, everybody, that's our show. Gotta say goodbye. See you next time. Bye.
Delicious. In my power, I rise with every step I take. I light up the skies, celebrating me. I'm a star shining bright, enjoying all